Hello, everyone. My name is Lisa Barnes, and I am the Vice President of Research and Development at LifeVantage. And today I'm going to talk about one of our amazing products, our ProBio. Now, what I want to do is give you a little bit of background, why you need a probiotic, and why ProBio should be the one that you're going to choose. So let's go ahead and get started. And where it gets started is in the gut. Hippocrates said all disease begins in the gut, and really today we can pretty much say all health begins in the gut. More and more research that's performed, we see that connection between gut health and overall health. So some basic facts about the bacteria in the human GI tract. You see here the anatomy of the human gut. Each section of the gut, starting with the stomach, has a different physiological role when breaking down food. So the stomach, it's very acidic with a pH of 1 to 2. And as you travel down that intestinal tract, the pH eventually rises to about 7, so about neutral. So throughout, there are various accumulations of bacteria that thrive in the different areas, depending really on pH and oxygen. As the environment becomes more alkaline or a higher pH, bacterial counts increase. In the upper GI tract, we find more aerobic or oxygen-loving bacteria. And in the lower GI tract, we find mostly anaerobic, or those that can thrive off of low oxygen. And that's about 99% of those bacteria. Now, this composition of bacteria throughout your gut depends on other things as well. Exercise, diet, antibiotics, etc. And that's all going to affect the numbers and the composition. But this is kind of just the basics. So a little bit more about the gut here. The gut is really just more than a tube that has absorption and excretion functions. It really contains our microbiome, which we'll talk more about soon, which is 100 trillion bacteria and more, which are natural microorganisms that will line our entire tract from mouth all the way through. Now, they all play an active role together in keeping your whole body healthy. And so you can see here kind of some of these benefits that it has. They are responsible for digestion, absorption of nutrients, physical barrier against potential invaders, neurotransmitters that report directly to the brain, producing these immune markers that support our immune system, and making essential vitamins. And we'll talk more about each of these later. But it is so much more than just a tube. And the microbiome that is contained within this gut is incredibly important to our overall health. Now, our gut is really called our second brain because through the blood and nerves that begin in the gut and end in the brain, there's really a ton of communication going back and forth. This communication is two-way. And essentially, what's happening in our gut can directly influence our brain function and behavior. And it's called the gut-brain axis, and it goes both ways, as I mentioned. Now, I'm sure that all of you have experienced this connection. Have you ever had a gut-wrenching experience, or do certain experiences make you feel nauseated, or have you ever felt the butterflies in your stomach? We really use those expressions for a reason. The gastrointestinal tract is sensitive to emotion. Anger, anxiety, sadness, elation, all of these feelings and others can trigger these emotions can trigger symptoms in the guts. So really, when you have that, it's your gut-brain axis talking to you, and you should listen. Now, probiotics, that's why we're here today. What are they and why are they important? So it goes back to the microbiome, being a collection of all the microbes, bacteria, fungi, viruses, and their genes, and they naturally live in our bodies and inside us, so on and in our bodies. It's a delicate balance that can be disturbed by stress, toxins, wrong foods, antibiotics, literally everything we face day in and day out. So many people are out of balance. And why is it important? The gut microbiome begins to affect your body the moment you're born. You're first exposed to microbes when you pass through your mother's birth canal. And as you grow, that gut microbiome begins to diversify. So it's going to contain many different types of microbial species. The more diversity you have, the better your health. It's considered good for your health. So a few more interesting facts to take with you and to entertain your friends with. Your body has more microbes than human cells. You're basically born bacteria-free, and you're going to get it your first kind of exposure during birth. Bacteria can both be good and bad for you. It's really about that balance. And it comes back to that word balance that we're talking about over and over again that LifeVantage always focuses on. It's a physical barrier against potential invaders. As I mentioned earlier, it's going to make essential vitamins, K2, biotin, and B12. Though note, it's not enough to sustain us on their own. And it also produces neurotransmitters that report directly to the brain, such as serotonin and GABA, so that brain-gut axis that I mentioned earlier. And really the balance is key to overall health. And this balance can be disturbed by all those factors I mentioned earlier. So that's where probiotics come in. Probiotics are beneficial organisms that stimulate the growth of other beneficial microorganisms. So what do they do specifically? Help your body maintain a healthy community of microorganisms. So they're going to produce helpful substances such as short-chain fatty acids that are used as food for other beneficial microorganisms. Ultimately, through their support of healthy, balanced microbiome, probiotics also impact your immunity. Specialized cells in the intestinal lining produce immune markers that support our immune system. And if we don't have a healthy intestinal lining, which is really influenced by this microbiome, then the immune markers cannot be efficiently activated and talk to our immune system. So probiotics are key to maintaining this healthy balance that influences so much more than just the gut, including immunity. Now, ProBio, what is it? We're going to talk more about this delayed release technology, so I'll leave that for a second, but just know we get the microbes where they need to go. Variety of bacteria matters, and we provide 6 key strains, 6 billion CFUs or colony forming units for that healthy live bacteria. Because really, it's not that more is better, it's that we have the right amount delivered to the right place. And we also combine beta-1316 glucans from baker's yeast, which is a key component that other people don't have. It's a competitive difference. It's not found in many other products. And it's going to promote that healthy digestive system flora and good bacteria growth. It will impact the immune system. Let's get a little bit more specific. We have 6 total strains of bacteria in ProBio. It includes 2 Lactobacillus rhamnosus and Lactobacillus acidophilus strains. Because really using this broad variety of probiotic strains provides you with a spectrum of benefits for your gut. It's going to help support healthy digestion, immune function, and wellness. And then you have that beta-1316 glucans that are clinically proven to support the body's natural immune response. So this healthy yeast beta-glucan supports year-round energy and health for all ages. It boosts your immune system without overstimulating it, ensuring you don't add unnecessary stress to your system. That goes back once again to balance. We're not overstimulating. We're not engaging too much unnecessary stress. We're bringing things into balance so they can work optimally. That's the philosophy of activation. Now, let's go back to that delayed release. How do we get the ingredients where they're needed? How can they survive our digestive environment that has so many different pHs and so many different factors? Well, that's where these delayed release capsules come in. They can withstand stomach acid and release the bacteria in the small intestine. Now, normal veggie capsules start disintegrating within 7 minutes. Too short. Our caps take 52 minutes to start disintegrating in the stomach, so that more of our ProBio strains will end up in the small intestine. So the right number where they need to go so you can get the benefits you're looking for. So here's 3 key claims. Promoting and maintaining healthy digestion, supporting assimilation of nutrients, and helping to enhance healthy digestive system flora and good bacteria growth. So what makes us different? The strains used in ProBio are backed by clinical data, validating their impact on the gut microbiome. We're using the studied amounts. That's incredibly important, instead of using lower amounts for cost purposes and just hoping, crossing our fingers, that they can still be efficacious. No, we put our money where our mouth is and we pay for efficacious amounts of strains, so you get the benefits we promise. We also combine the strains with beta-glucan, which allows for that stronger immune support. And then we have that combined with our unique delivery system so that the strains arrive in the gut where they're needed unharmed. Unprotected strains will not do that, and they'll just get chewed up in the process of digestion. And we also don't have to refrigerate our formula. We have stable strains that are able to survive without special storage. Now, how soon does the product start working? Some people aren't going to feel anything. It's really going to depend on the balance of your microbiome. And some have felt it in a few days, but most people, it takes about 2 weeks. You have to have the shifting of organisms in your gut, and it takes a little bit of time. And it also, once again, depends on how out of balance your gut was to start with. Should you take ProBio if you're already taking another immune product? Your immune system is complex. It has many functions within your body and multiple components, and your gut plays a key role in supporting these, primarily by supporting a healthy barrier. And the beta glucan in the ProBio will help support the responses of cells that are part of a specific part of your immune system called the innate immune system. But you need other things. You need vitamins, minerals, other compounds to support the various aspects of immunity, such as production, growth, and function of immune cells, modulation of immune responses, supporting of immune cell signaling, and on and on. So there's room for other products. So ProBio is a perfect complement. And then finally, who should take ProBio and who needs probiotics? It's everyone. Everyone can benefit from it, from the digestive benefits to the immune benefits to the cognition benefits, gut-brain axis. There's something for everyone's needs. So what do you do next? Well, first, if you're not taking it, add it to your daily regimen. You could use it. Next, share the benefits of these amazing products with everyone who you think will benefit from them. Take the knowledge that I've shared and spread it, because these are amazing products that have real impact on people's lives. So don't keep the secret, share it. So thank you everyone for coming and listening to me a little bit today. And hopefully you learned something about our amazing products and you will add ProBio to your daily regimen and share it with everyone you meet. Thank you so much, and we'll talk soon.